Welcome everybody. In today's video, I'm going to talk about these two pliers here specifically. Talk about this one just a little bit, but one of you lovely commenters commented saying, is there a difference between the vice grips versus cobra pliers? Can I do a test on them? And I've done some tests. I don't have it on camera, sorry, but having done some tests using vice grips here, Crescent brand vice grips. Now the user said they had the 7-inch version. This is the 5.5-inch version. So I don't have a 7-inch to do a comparison with against the 5-inch cobras. But since these are pretty much the same length, we'll compare these two side by side and we'll see what the strengths and pros and cons are here. So let's get into it. First off, excuse me, big difference here, of course, is going to be the locking portion of this, where you can just open this up on something, cramp down, and it stays there, stays put. These can do the locking thing where you put it on something and it will stay there. Let me see if I can get it to work on camera here. But you can put these on and they will kind of, pressure will just keep them together. That's an X-Acto knife. I don't want to hold that too tightly. But I have really clamped down on these suckers here, and they bite in and dig, and you get more out of it than you think you would. And then of course you go to up and bolt size there, you get like an extra 1/2 inch to the handle. You go up the full length, you get like almost a whole inch added to the handle there. So, these can be like a 6-inch pair of pliers. And I have used these, did some tests. I do have a bicycle. I did test these on the bicycle bolts a little bit. The main shaft going through the tires, some of the other parts. I've done bicycle maintenance with these two pliers. And personally, I like the KNIPEX a little bit better for the versatility of the sizes that you can jump through and the ease of use of like going one-handed with this. Whereas this, it's one-handable and it locks on, which is great. I love that. I bought this for a reason. I want to have a pair of locking pliers. But going off of bicycle maintenance between the two, personally, I think the KNIPEX comes out on top just a little bit. It doesn't come out by a landslide. Both are fantastic options for bicycle repair. I'm using that as an example because that was the example that the commenter used. But these are a little bit lighter than these, like half the weight of the vice grips there. You have more range of width that you can use, whereas these, there's only so much that you can grab with these, and some bolts that didn't even open up wide enough to grab, period. These, you could open up all the way to like at least 1 inch, if not 1.5 inches, depending on how you want to measure that. More pocketable. You can kind of drop that just a bit, and if I can find it, run a carabiner through and have that hanging on your bike like so. You could possibly hook this up to a carabiner, but there's really not a good place to do that. So there's the portability aspect right there. These are more portable, pocketable, or clip them to the bike if you are going to be around your bike. And they're both good. And if I was going to be doing a lot of biking, I'd probably have both. I do have a 4-inch crescent wrench. Let me dig that out real quick. If I can find that sucker. It does like hiding on me here. And it seems to be really wanting to play hide and seek today. So we'll just let it hide for now. But 4-inch crescent adjustable wrench has been fantastic on car work and stuff. And I have used this on the car, but not recently. So I don't really want to say anything about that just yet. But both are functional. These are the 5.5 inch Crescent brand vice grip pliers. These are the 5-inch KNIPEX Cobra pliers. They're both fantastic. They both do their job really well. This is an old pair of Irwin pliers that does have that little grab function that the KNIPEX brag about all the time. The rubber handles, I just pulled them off one day and just put heat shrink on it. So that's why it looks like that instead of the usual blue and yellow handles that it usually has. But these are mine, and I've used these a ton. These suckers have gotten through a lot of stuff, but these are bigger than the KNIPEX by a large portion. Not as pocket friendly, but very usable. I love these things. They stay in my toolbox and are wonderful. But the comparison between these two, which I think is the closest comparison I can find at the moment, I couldn't find a 7-inch vice grip plier out at my Lowe's. They were sold out today, so, well, sorry. I would have done that, but I don't have infinite resources to just buy a bunch of random stuff just yet and do random tests. It does have to be a little bit, thought out and planned a little bit here. So, between these two, I've used both of these on car work often. I did a recent test on a bicycle that I have, and personally, I feel that the KNIPEX comes out on top. Now, I have heard that they have 6-inch and 7-inch and 9-inch versions. They may have an 8-inch, but I don't know about that. I have heard of 7-inch and 6-inch versions. Or did I just say that wrong? No, I said that right. I currently have 5-inch, but I have heard that they have 6 and 7s. So, that may be something to consider. They would be about the size of the Irwins, for size comparison. That'd be about the size of the KNIPEX there. But, I don't know, there's just something that's been nice about these. I throw these in the back pocket of my jeans. I clip them to my belt if I really want to have them secure by pulling that down just a bit and running a carabiner through. Fantastic. These I have had in my pocket. I've used these a lot on car work. I mean, they're great. I love them, but I don't know. I don't like relying on springs as much in my stuff, which is why I don't really have automatic knives and stuff. I like to be able to manually adjust my stuff and not have to rely on a spring to really do that much. I know there's a little spring in the button, but that's the button more than the thing that actually keeps the sucker locked shut, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's just lighter, and it does the same thing that this does, minus just being able to lock it on something and leave it. That's the only benefit this has over that. If you really want to just like clamp something together and leave it there, go for that. But if you're doing maintenance on something, if you're a cycler, even a motorbike, even a Harley or something, I'd still probably rather have this over that. That's my personal opinion, though. That's my personal opinion right here. This guy sitting on the other end of the camera, that's my opinion. May not be yours. You may like using these better. That's up to you. You may like using an open-end wrench more. That's up to you. But I'm just throwing that out there that I think between these two, this is the way to go. You have more range of nut sizes, bolt sizes that you can clamp onto. You have very strong metal here. I have not had this sucker break on me yet. Sorry, my phone is wanting to slide all over the place today. Let me snap that pop socket down just a little bit, see if that helps. But yeah, so that's my quick thoughts on the KNIPEX and the vice grips. Whether you agree or disagree, that's where I stand at the moment. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, dear commenter. I do not remember your name right off the bat. Zipzod, something like that. I am sorry if I got it wrong. So you asked, that is my answer. Yeah, that's where we stand. If you're really torn, you said you're torn between these two, I would say give the 5-inch. The 5-inch may be a little small. Let me say this right off the bat. The 5-inch may be just a little bit small for heavier maintenance. That's fine. I would suggest maybe try getting a hold of the 6-inch version first. 6-inch version should be just as pocketable, just as user-friendly, without really sacrificing too much in what you can do with it. Should be able to do more with it, being an inch longer. So, that being said, I hope this video helped a little bit. If not, comment down below and I'll try to make some reply to your comment with some clarifications. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you all had a good time here. Till the next time, carry well. Bye-bye.